how when you're in pain, it seems like it affects everything else? It's like it's impossible to focus on anything but the pain. When you have that kind of pain that seems like it's affecting your whole life, it can actually become very easy to stay stuck there. But there are things that you can do to support and empower yourself to move through it all. In this week's tip, I'm sharing some thoughts for what you could do, what you can do, and what not to do when you're in pain. My name is Katrina Peeler. I am a wellness coach, a massage therapist, and founder of Living from Center, and this is Wellness Tip Wednesday. So the first thing to try really hard to remember when you find yourself in some kind of pain, back spasm, any kind of pain that's going on, that's really just got your attention and got you gripped, number one thing, remember to breathe. I know that sounds like a simple idea, but the truth is that most of us, when we are in physical pain or emotional pain, we actually hold our breath. We don't allow ourselves to breathe fully and deeply with the full capacity of our lungs. And that's a problem because that actually exacerbates the pain on a physiological level with your nervous system. Those pain receptors that are picking up and sending those signals in your body are on overload. And when you breathe shallowly, you're not helping that part of what's happening in your body reset. But if you do the opposite, if you are very intentional about breathing deeply, especially if it's because your mind is going, just giving yourself that pause to breathe slowly, breathe slow inhales and exhales, and breathing into the lower half of your body and letting yourself expand and not be so shallow can actually just kind of trip the feedback loop a little bit so that you can get a little foothold. It's not like it's going to necessarily make the pain go away, but it can give you a little bit of a foothold. And then that brings me to a number 2 point I want to make, which is help yourself to stop from catastrophizing. What most of us do when we have some kind of a pain, especially if it feels like an unexplained pain, like where is this coming from? Why do I have this? We right away kind of go into this mode in our minds of, it could be this, or what if it's this? Or worse yet, we get on the computer and we Google the pain and we see all these possible things it could be attributed to. And I invite you to really refrain from letting yourself go there. Here's the fact. You are in pain at this moment right now, and it feels a certain way, and there could be any number of reasons, maybe a lot simpler than you actually realize, why you're having this pain. But going into a catastrophe mode about what it could lead to or what it's about is actually not going to help the pain lessen. So note that you're doing that and say, okay, I'm doing that again. Let me just breathe and let me just come back to my next point, which is take one small step. What is one small thing that you can do right now to try to get some relief? Yes, there will be more things that you might want to do to find out what to do next, to go see a doctor, to do things, but right now, what can you do? This makes me think of the pain I was having recently. I woke up with some odd pain and I had this urge to want to just lay still in my bed and not move. And my mind started going and I realized, no, I think that's actually not helping. And I reminded myself, well, what are some of the things I could do? I could get up and take a hot shower. Maybe that would help. I could go put some ointment on where I was having the pain and see if that gave me relief. I could go take an Advil. I could actually get on the phone and make an appointment with the doctor, and that would make me feel a little bit more empowered for action I was taking to come out of the mode that I was in. But just staying still and not breathing and sort of catastrophizing in my head actually was just going to make the pain worse. So breathe, don't catastrophize, and just take one small step to feel a little bit better right now when you are in pain. I wish for you some relief, and mostly for you to feel that you are empowered to start coming out of it and making a difference, one small step at a time. I hope this tip was useful this week. I'll see you next time on Wellness Tip Wednesday. Stay connected to your center.